Coming back to Panchavati, Ram realized that this was a trick. First he was drawn away, then Marich had shouted, Lakshman, Sita. He started coming back towards the cottage. But on the way he met Lakshman, and his heart sank. He said, why did you come? I had told you to stay there and protect Sita. Lakshman told Ram what Sita had said, and he said, I couldn't take it. Ram scolded him. He said, you should not have come. Those words were spoken in anger, and you got provoked. Lakshman, you made a big mistake. I really feel for Lakshman, First he had to hear all those unfair words from Sita, and now from Ram, but he did not respond this time. They had to get back quickly, and they both rushed back towards the cottage. Ram was shaking when they neared the cottage, and their worst fears had come true. The cottage was empty. Shunyama vasatam. Clearly something had happened, because straw mats were thrown around and there was no sign of Sita. But Ram held on to hope. He said, perhaps she's gone into the forest to collect some fruits, or gone down to the river to get some water. He went around looking for her. He went down to the river, looked everywhere in the forests, up on the mountains. He was calling out to her and weeping all the time. He had become stark raving mad. Bhranta unmatta iva lakshyate. And then he thought, or could it be a game? Your mind plays these games. You want to hold on to hope. He said, Sita, are you hiding behind the trees somewhere? Avagacchami te sheelam parihasa priyam priye. I know you like to play these games, but enough of it now. I can't take this anymore. Please come out. But the only answer was the silence of the forest. And now it was quite clear that something terrible had happened. We will see Ram's reaction now in a video.
Lakshman, it is clear. Either the Rakshasas have abducted her or killed her. If this was an abduction, Ram was worried sick for her. How she would have cried. In what condition she would be right now. If she had already been killed, then there was nothing for him to live for. Ram was totally dejected. He was almost losing his mind with grief. He said, "O Lakshman, I will surely die now. You go back to Ayodhya and tell Bharat the empire is his. Take care of Kausalya, Sumitra and Kaikeyi. Tell them all what happened. Oh, how will Sita's parents take it?" Through all this, Lakshman had been trying to console Ram, giving him hope and instilling confidence. Once again, he urged, "Ram, pull yourself together. Give up this grief and take courage. We must keep looking for Sita." They went back to the Godavari to look for Sita yet again. And this time they got a clue. A herd of deer was looking south in a peculiar way. Ram and Lakshman headed off in the direction of their gaze. And shortly, they saw some flowers strewn on the path. "These are the very same flowers I had given Sita," Ram exclaimed, "and she had worn them in her hair." Ram's grief started giving way to anger. He looked around. The mountains and the river had witnessed what had happened to Sita. Poetically, Valmiki says, "Ram roared at the mountain like a lion roars at a deer. Have you seen my dear Sita? Tell me, where is she?" The echo from the mountain appeared to be saying something, but it did not reveal anything about Sita. And then, a little further ahead, they saw the large footprints of a Rakshas, and then Sita's footprints. The marks showed a chase and a struggle. There was also a broken bow, parts of a rath, broken bits of ornaments, and garlands, and blood. Ram's anger boiled over. What have these Rakshasas done to Sita? I will never allow them to get away with it. I am known for my restraint and compassion, but some think that it is a weakness. No more. If Sita does not return safely, the world will witness my power. For Sita, I will kill every one of these Rakshasas. I will even destroy the gods if they don't hand back Sita to me. Ram's anger was like the fire that brings the end of the world, the end of time, Yuganta Agni. And he said, Tatha rupam hi vaidehim nadasyanti yadi priyam nashayami jagat sarvam trailokyam sacharacharam. If I do not get back my beloved Sita safe and well, I will destroy the three worlds and everything and everyone in them. Iti her asa. That is how it happened.
A little bit of Parshuram and Shri Ram.
This is a side of Ram that we have never seen before. In many popular depictions as well, this level of anger is not shown. Lakshman also remarks afterwards, he's never seen Ram like this. And he tries to calm him down. And he says it's usually the other way around, Lakshman says, because it's usually Ram calming down Lakshman. He said we should not lose hope. We will find Sita, wherever she may be. And so they start looking for her once again. And now they come across Jatayu. And in his dying moments, Jatayu tells them what happened and gives them two vital clues. He tells them that Ravan has abducted Sita and he has headed south. With that information, they too head south, but not sure where. So they go around without much of a plan, here and there, viparidhavatam. And they are looking around for her. A few days go by. And one day they are attacked by a Rakshas Kabandh. They manage to overpower him and kill him as well. But in his dying moments, he has a change of heart and he asks them, what can he do for them? Ram tells them what has happened and asks if he knows where he could find Sita. Kabandh says, I don't know where Sita is, but I know just the person who can help you find her. His name is Sugriv and he lives on the Rishyamukh mountain. Kabandh tells them the way to Rishyamukh, which is near the Pampa lake. And he tells them before the Pampa lake, before Rishyamukh, you will come to an ashram and there you will meet Shabri. Make sure you go there. Ram and Lakshman follow the directions given by Kabandh and they come to Shabri's ashram. Now, Pampa, Rishyamukh, Shabri's ashram, now we are in the area of Hampi in Karnataka, from Panchavati in Maharashtra. Shabri's story is also quite popular, but in the Valmiki Ramayana, it is told differently. There are no half-eaten fruits, as it is commonly known. Valmiki tells the backstory. Shabri used to be an attendant in Matanga Muni's ashram. She was a maid, a helper, who helped out with different chores. But she was never kept away from knowledge. Vijnane tam nityam abahishkritam. So she used to sit in on the discussions among the rishis. And over time, she too gained knowledge and she became a siddha, an accomplished ascetic, and also siddha sammata. She was recognized and accepted by other accomplished ascetics. Her guru passed away, Matanga Muni. Other rishis left the ashram and she was the only one left there. When Shri Ram and Lakshman went to meet her, she offered them some fruits. These fruits were from the forest nearby. Matanga Muni, her guru, had lovingly cared for this forest. By the way, in later retellings, this is told differently, that Shabri was discriminated against. And she offered Ram half-eaten fruits. She first checked them whether they were sweet or not, then offered them to Ram. The other people told Ram not to eat them because Shabri was offering them, but Ram said no. He recognized her devotion and had those fruits. This also brings out, another interesting aspect of the journey of Ramayana. See, in the original Ramayana, this story is not one of Shabri facing discrimination, because knowledge was available to all sections of society. But we know that in the last few centuries, there was discrimination in society. And therefore, the gurus of that time used the structure of the Ramayana to tell people not to behave like that, to give a good lesson. So they changed the story in order to give a lesson. After meeting Shabri and the environment of that ashram, Ram felt new hope. He felt things were about to turn. He told Lakshman, I can't wait to meet Sugriv. Let us go to Rishyamukh mountain right away. And without help from someone like Sugriv, how can we find Sita? And without Sita, how can I ever live? Katham maya vina Sitam shakyam Lakshmana jivitum. And with those words, the Aranyakand comes to an end. Aranyakandam sampurnam.
Iti
Ha asa.
asa.
That is how it happened.
If you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out these curated playlists that we've made especially for you related to the subject that was spoken about in this clip.